Alright guys, I just turned it on. I moved it over here so I can get a keyboard and mouse plugged in. And as you can see, we're in the BIOS. We got the CPU G3930 with 8 gigs of RAM. So what we're going to do in the BIOS here is enable 4G decoding. Chipset configuration. I have to change the primary graphics adapter to the onboard because I had to unplug all the PCIe adapters. 4G enabled, and as well I need to figure out the... Okay, so I'm going to be leaving the PCIe 1 to auto. So I want to test that out in Windows because I've always been doing Gen 1 or Gen 2, but I'm curious in Windows what happens if I leave it on auto. So we're gonna go ahead and test that. So otherwise everything looks good. Save the changes, and now I'm gonna plug in the Windows USB and we'll install Windows. Booting into the Windows Mining ISO. Man, I just love this, guys. Don't you? This looks really cool. You guys may have noticed that all the risers have like a yellow light on them, except for one. Now that riser there I got from another batch of U-bit risers, so I'm curious to know why that one has a different LED light compared to all the other ones here. So interesting. And this card is showing orange light and all the other ones are like white and purple. So that's kind of weird. Just installing Windows. You guys know how this works. Just make sure everything's all removed. Delete the partitions just so it makes the drive all unallocated. 120 gig SSD. Hit next. And now we wait. So while that's installing, I just wanted to show you guys the PDU that I have here, the power distribution unit. And you can see here I have 8 amps on the left bank here, which is 15 amps on this side. And then I have another 15 amps I can utilize on this side. So right now I'm using 5 and I'm using 8. So total right now is 13 amps out of 24 amps safely, okay? Out of, I guess, maximum of 30 amps, but on this PDU, we can go up to 24 amps safely. I'm gonna not plug in the RX 480 rig on this side, I'm gonna plug it in on this side. So I'm gonna expect we're gonna use about 3 to 5 amps on this side. So I already have it plugged in on this side. So once we start mining, we should see this number 5 go up to like, I don't know, 8 or 10. I'm also going to suspect the temperature of this whole room here downstairs in the basement is probably going to go up higher than 90 Fahrenheit once we have this rig going. So I'm assuming I may need to figure out a cooling solution. Maybe I can just open up that window there, pump some heat out somehow, maybe get a turbo fan so I can get the hot air that's on the ceiling here and just suck it out the window. Maybe that'll be a project for next time. That'll be fun. Great thing about this Windows Mining ISO is that I don't have to set up anything initially. There's no clicking next, or clicking on Cortana or anything like that. It'll just go straight into Windows, already pre-configured with a login and everything. Alrighty, so now I'm just gonna do the basic stuff, you know, do the paging file, virtual memory, all that good stuff. Just gonna do 70,000 paging file using Edge to download Chrome and 7-zip through 99.com. I love this website. Next, just downloading the ASRock BTC Plus motherboard drivers. Also, there is a BIOS update for this ASRock BTC Plus Pro motherboard, and I'm gonna go ahead and do that because it includes the PCIe slot detection, which I did not see in the BIOS, so this must be a new one since this motherboard I got must have an old version of the BIOS, so that's pretty cool. Updating the BIOS. Okay, that's pretty cool. So once I plug in the PCIe cables, I should be able to see the slot detection feature. So after BIOS updating, I have to set up all the 4G decoding, enable onboard for the graphic card, and I found the restore on AC power loss. That's at the bottom of the chipset configuration. Downloading the AMD graphic card driver for the RX 480s. RX 480, submit. There we go. Latest one. AMD driver is downloaded. So now I'm going to shut her down and plug in all the PCIe cables. As you guys can see there, all those guys, I'm going to plug them into the motherboard and we'll see if Windows will recognize all 8 cards. I hope so. I mean, I haven't had any issues with this rig yet. Looks really cool. I love that I have the white LED fans from up here on Amazon, and it looks really good. That one U-bit riser is making me very OCD, so when I get home, next time I come back here, I'm going to replace that out and make sure all the lights are the same on the risers. Maybe that's OCD for some of you as well. Okay, we see all 8 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. So now we're just gonna install the driver manually from the downloaded AMD driver here. And we wait for it. And there we go. 8 RX 480s. Driver installed. Next, we're gonna download Claymore and give it a try. I've done all of my overclocks here, memory at 2250, millivolts 925. I got the Claymore batch file all set up here. This is just the demo Ethereum address. And I got the main parts here of Dash RX Boost 30 and Dash Strap number 2. So the reason why I'm doing Dash Strap number 2 is because that works well with my Samsung memory cards. Mileage may vary for some of you because you can use from strap 1 to strap 6 depending on your memory. So let's go ahead, let's try this, close, and right click, run as admin. And let's see what kind of hash rate we get on this whole rig, my friends. As you can see here, all the fans are at 60% fan speed. It's not too loud, it's actually pretty quiet, pretty cool already. So let's just see here. All of the straps were successfully applied. You guys can see there, RX Boost and the Dash strap, so that was successful. Now it's creating all of the DEGs, updating the memory timing, and we're gonna see some possibly amazing stuff here. So yeah, okay, wow, 32 mega hash, still going, it's still going. Actually, I was just wondering, why is the server power supply blinking? Do you guys see that? Is that a bad sign? The LED is going from green, blue to red to green to blue to red. I don't know if that's an error or it says 11.6 amps on there. And on the computer, it's still mining. It looks like yeah, we're getting a total of 265 mega hash. And it looks like we're finding some shares already. This is good. This is really good. Wow, okay, 265 mega hash. I'm very curious of the power consumption. Here we go. Power consumption is 674 watts. So I'm going to assume that at the wall, I'm not able to tell what the power consumption is at the wall because I don't have a watt meter or a 240 volt reader here. But as you guys can see, we went from 5 amps to 9 amps. So we've went up another 4 amps on the right bank there, which the 2 power cables are plugged into the power supplies, the ATX and the HP server power supply. 4 amps, I think we're doing pretty good. I think the whole rig is probably taking about, I'm gonna say 900 watts. 900, maybe 1,000 watts. Actually, the server power supply is now winding up. I can hear the fan going up higher because this power supply is actually getting much hotter. Oh wow, this thing is really, really hot. I don't think that's good. But you guys can hear the fan is now ramping up. Oh man, this is actually one of the first times hearing this HP server power supply get louder. Oh, it's really ramping up now. It's really ramping up. But otherwise, I think we are successful here. We're pretty much stable at 265 mega hash, around 33.1 to 33.2 mega hash per RX 480. Looks like we're finding good shares, 8 shares so far, and 678 678 watts in the software. I would like to know what the temperatures are. All right, let's see here. 47, 48, 54 Celsius, 49 Celsius, 47, 49, 51, 58. Okay, so the the temperatures of the cards are really good actually. I did change the thermal paste on all of the cards beforehand, so that may have helped. And you guys can probably hear the fan now from the server power supply. It is extremely, extremely loud. Anyways, guys, I think that's the end of the video. This is really long, and oh man, that's getting really loud. And thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think. I would appreciate your guys' opinions and anything that I may have done wrong. I probably did something wrong, but I think at the end result, we have achieved some really good mining hash rates here. Oh, it looks like we've definitely lost a card somewhere. We're at 232 mega hash now. All right, so I'm gonna go and troubleshoot that, figure out what's going on. Yeah, we've definitely lost a graphic card. Number 6, GPU number 6 has no mega hash anymore. But anyways, I will see you guys in the next video. Smash the like button, all that good stuff, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one, and peace out.